Mary Barra has made some more interesting comments lately. I'm sure you'll find them either interesting or entertaining, depending on how you look at it. Here is what they were. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. Welcome to all the new subscribers to the channel. Welcome back to everyone else. Great to have you. What's going on? Well, Mary Barra has said General Motors plan on delivering 600,000 EVs in 27 years' time. No, just joking. 400,000 EVs in North America through 2023. So we've got to work out what that means. It means they plan on delivering 400,000 EVs between now and the end of 2023. So in other words, 400,000 in the next 2 years. That's a pretty good goal, considering they only delivered 26 in the last quarter or the last 3 months of last year. As I'm sure you've heard about. If you haven't heard about that, then you should check out my video about Elon's response to those delivery numbers. It was kind of funny, amusing. Anyway, like many auto companies or legacy auto companies, General Motors has had its fair share of struggle over the last few years, especially when it comes to its efforts to build EVs. Its main EV plant is still out of business, shut down, closed, nothing's happening there. Maybe the mice are running around and having a lot of fun there, I don't know. But it's been shut down since August of last year and it's still closed. However, GM CEO Mary Barra has been very vocal of late, sharing the company's aggressive future EV plans with the world and anyone that's willing to listen. So a few days ago, Barra said GM plans to deliver 400,000 electric vehicles in North America between now and 2023. You would think, right, the goal then, therefore, would be 100,000 this year and maybe 300,000 next year. Seems like a reasonable number, right? The company's continued to reiterate its plans to deliver 1 million EVs in North America or have a run rate of 1 million by the end of 2025. Now, the way Barra actually made those comments, it was kind of a very careful political statement in order to make it look like she was saying 1 million in 2025, but to make it actually sound like when it comes to 2026 or later, she says, no. Look at my comment, read it properly. You'll see I didn't say, I said a run rate. That means that we'd deliver 1 million in 2026, not 2025. During GM's 2021 fourth quarter and full year financial results meeting, Barra admitted that 1 million EVs in North America by 2025 won't be enough to satisfy the huge demand. She said, I can tell you right now, 1 million units in North America won't be enough to meet the steep inflection in demand that we expect starting mid-decade for our EVs. I'm just going to interrupt her here. Is she on crack? Come on. You've got 200,000 pre-orders now. What do you mean by 2025? She's saying, here, I'm going to read this again. It won't be enough to meet the steep inflection in demand that we expect starting mid-decade. If you've already got 200,000 for your EVs, which don't even exist yet, I mean, they've got pre-orders for 3 different models of cars that don't exist yet, more than 200,000. And we're talking about the Silverado EV here. This thing's going to have easily 500,000 pre-orders by the end of this year. Easily. That's going to mean they're going to have more than 600,000 pre-orders by the end of this year. I don't know why she's saying that this is not going to happen until middle of the decade. I mean, come on. Wake up and smell the roses. Anyway, she goes on. That's why we'll continue to convert ICE capacity to EVs and plan to invest in a third EV truck plant. We are formulating plans for the truck plant right now, and we'll share more as we work through the details. So, okay, I'm going to move on here. Really, it is good news from GM. And the funny thing is, I mean, although I criticize GM, I did just buy their stock. I think it's massively undervalued. And I think once that GM actually start delivering their cars, I think it's going to see a big increase. I mean, their price to earnings ratio is 7. That's unbelievably low in comparison to, say, other legacy automakers. Now, Barra said that of the 1 million EVs GM plans to sell in North America by 2025, 600,000 will be full-size electric pickups. That's good news because that's where General Motors makes their money, electric pickup trucks. And they're also the most polluting vehicles on the road as well. The more of those we get off, the better. We can substitute those with electric pickups. In addition, the Silverado EV is one damn impressive pickup. The specs are great. There's so many details about that car that I love. I talked about that in a video. You should check that video out if you haven't watched it. Really love the detail they went to. It's way better than any current gas pickup they sell right now. Barra also said that GM will have capacity for 1 million EVs in China around the same time. That's controversial. That is a dangerous thing to say from Barra. Is she talking about her their joint venture that they have with SAIC and Wuling. I mean, they only own 33% of that company. And I mean, are they talking about Wuling Hongwan Mini EVs? Those are, micro cars, K cars. They're 2.95 meters long, considered a quadricycle. I mean, I'm not sure, don't get me wrong, it's still a car. In my view, you use it as a car, who cares what it's called? But the reality is, 1 million EVs in China, what are they? They haven't said what they are. Are they cars that GM are making? Are they cars? You've got to disclose that fully, not just say 1 million of who knows what. Let's tell us what they are, Mary. Come on. Anyway, based on this, though, it appears as though GM is actually looking at capacity for 2 million global EVs by, say, 2026, which is not too bad. Not too bad. In the meeting, GM also said it aims to invest $35 billion in electric and autonomous vehicle development, with 30 new EVs across the globe by 2025. Apparently, 2/3 of these 30 EVs will be available in North America. So in other words, by 2025, GM will have 20 new EVs available for sale in North America. If you believe that, I have a bridge that I'd love to sell you. That to me is not only ridiculous, because they don't need 20 different EV models within what's that? 4 years? That's 3 years. It's 3 years away. They don't need 20 models in 3 years. They just need to sell a lot, have a lot of the pickup truck. That's the main vehicle people will be looking for. And the Chevy Equinox, the $30,000 mid-sized SUV. Those two models, they only need two. They could do fine with two. With two models, they could easily sell, I think, 1 million of those. Easily. Even if they up that to 5, but 20 models in 3 years' time, is that realistic? Is that plausible? Let me know in the comment section what you think. Interestingly, Barra said she thinks the Equinox EV may get the most interest. It's going to start at around $30,000 US, and it's going to be available in the fall of 2023. And I think 30,000 for a mid-sized SUV. If GM can pull this off, I don't know how they're going to do it because they don't sell LFP batteries. They don't have any plans to do, as far as I know. I don't know how they're going to do this, but if they can do that, wow, I'm going to be so freaking impressed. And you know what? I'm going to be happy for you Americans. You're going to have access to so many more EVs. That's the great news here. Now, the impressive thing is, apparently GM will also offer an EV that's cheaper than the electric Equinox. In other words, what's that going to be? I mean, $25,000 US? You can see here, the market is going to drastically change within the next few years. Now, this is what Barra said. This is the way she's saying they're going to be able to afford to do this. The efficiencies created by the Ultium platform are a key reason why we will be able to deliver a truly affordable EV like the Equinox. Affordable EVs are part of the market that startups aren't targeting. A bit of a dig there at Tesla. Affordable EVs are part of the market that startups aren't targeting. I think, as you might have seen from my $25,000 Tesla Model 2 EV, it's coming. People are saying it's cancelled. Guys, it's not cancelled. Check out my video. It's not cancelled. It's put on hold. Production's put on hold. That's all. It's not cancelled. But I think that vehicle will be available in the US within a few years. Why? I'll tell you why. If Tesla is planning on having 200 gigawatt hours of LFP battery production per year in the US, what do you think they're going to do with all that? 200 freaking gigawatt hours per year. In addition to all the batteries that Panasonic are making from them, 4680 cells, and of course the 4680 cells that they make for themselves as well in the US, plus an additional 200 gigawatt hours of LFP batteries. I mean, you can't seriously think they're going to use all those batteries for the standard range Model 3 and Model Y, right? That's just not plausible. 200 gigawatt hours. That's enough for 4 million cars. Clearly Tesla plan on making a affordable EV. And if Mary Barra doesn't know that, then I wouldn't be surprised, because let's be honest, she also probably doesn't know that Tesla just sold 1 million EVs last year, which is why she thinks that GM can beat Tesla in 2025 by selling less than 1 million EVs, which is obviously not plausible. But anyway, let's focus on the positive here. The positive here, General Motors are definitely trying to make EVs. They're trying, and they're going to get there. And the Equinox for $30,000 US, that's good news. The Silverado EV, the specs and the price, that's great as well. And I think General Motors are definitely serious about EVs. Whether or not they're still standing in 10 years and whether my shares are worth anything, it's anyone's guess. We'll see. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have a great day, and I'll see you again on the next video. Bye-bye.